Oh, look. It's Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Kate's doing some cleaning up
Yeah.
before all the decorations come down. Thought we'd show them off again. All her creepy ghoulies
They're creepy souls.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll turn the light off. Ooh. Ghoulies looking spookiful.
Yeah. This is creepy.
Creepy?
And that's ghouly.
That's ghouly?
Yeah, they're going to be on all night.
Yeah.
Today is Halloween, so we're going to have... I will take them down till Monday.
Oh.
When I come over, I'll take everything down and start putting it away. I'll bring out some Thanksgiving stuff. A little bit of Thanksgiving stuff. And then I'm going to bring the tree down and set it up over there. So it can air out.
The Christmas tree?
Yep. And then after that, it's all Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah, we'll get a shot of her festive scene on the entertainment center here above the big screen. Yeah, she's got all her fall stuff. This was actually going to be something we were going to sell, but first one disappeared with UPS. Second one arrived cracked, if you can see the broken glass there. So she put some tape on it and just decided to keep it since we got it for free and we can't sell it. So this is another one that was damaged. The glass pane is busted out on this side. So that was another freebie. Because again,
they just refunded it. Yep. If it's broken, they don't want you to stick your hands in it, and they don't want their workers. I don't blame them. Because nobody wants to get cut on glass.
Yeah. So there's a couple of freebie decorations sitting there. Let's check out the outside. See what you done did out her. Yeah, you got your spiders, your spitters. There's more spitters. Oh yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Another big spitter.
There's spitters.
And there's a pumpkin stuff. Yeah.
Need my scarecrows out.
Oh yeah. There's scurry.
Yeah.
And then there's the other spitters.
There's spitters.
And then there's other decimatations. You got boo and a pumpkin and spitter.
There's spitters.
Ooh. And your Halloween flag. Sounds like the rednecks are partying up the street. The one that, yeah, they had a tree fall across the yard. Almost hit the neighbor's house. That was during Zeta. I couldn't get any video because I was working. But yeah, they got a nice pile of debris out in front of their houses. Oh yeah, there's all the gnats are inside the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, I got fruit flies in there.
Fruit flies, yeah. They've contaminated the pumpkin.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they won't be around, I think, after tomorrow night because it's going to drop near freezing. So that'll kill them off.
Yep. It just stays out here. It's starting to rot anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Halloween flag, I'll be taking that down on Monday. We're putting up the turkey flag.
Ooh. Let's see your other decatations. You got Happy Halloween, trick or treat and stuff. Yeah, there's a huge pile of debris there. All right, we'll check out the inside and get away from the rednecks.
Oh, okay.
I don't talk to them, they're weird. There's the other scarecrow.
Yeah. He'll stay up because he's full.
Oh, okay.
So he'll stay up a little longer.
Some will stay up and...
Yeah, all the Halloween stuff will be taken down.
Oh, okay.
But the fall stuff,
Yeah, we'll turn the light on here, see the decatations on the office door. The scary cat and stuff. And the scary owl and stuff. Yeah.
These few things. Well,
Yeah.
like some of this can stay. This obviously is
Oh, it's being banished?
Yeah, but the rest of these can stay.
Oh.
Because they're just harvest. They're just for the harvest season until I start getting ready for Christmas, which will be in a couple of weeks.
Oh, then they'll be eminent domained?
Well, they'll be up for a while, and then they'll be eminent domain, yeah.
Oh, my.
Because for me to do Christmas decoration stubs takes forever.
Oh, yeah.
So I need the time to do it.
Boo.
Yeah.
So you got a spitter over here by Creepy. Yeah, that's pretty neat. And that's Ghoulie. I've had that. It was bagged up for years. Now it's being used.
Yeah, he likes being used.
Yeah. He likes hanging out and haunting me while I'm watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the other Halloween decorations. And then a apple cider and another ghost. And I'm working on the previous video. It got hung up twice. Hopefully third time's a charm. Yeah, I got a pumpkin on my desk and stuff. And then you got decorations here. Hello, fall. Huh. And then you got your scary witch and cat on the stove. There we go. Some more light on the action. Oh yeah, there's your new plant.
Yeah, his name is Lin Wu.
Lin Wu.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, that's a. What is that? What kind of plant is that?
It's a Chinese dragon tree.
A dragon tree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh look, kitchen closed. This chick's had it.
Yep. Usually after 5 subs, I'm done. After 5. Once the dishes are washed, well, I'll heat some up or he'll heat something up, and I'm done for the day.
Oh.
So
Unless I whisper sweet nothings.
No, I'm done for the day. And then he cleans up for sweet nothings. He cleans up and dumps the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once I cook, that's it. So I mean, because I get up, and ladies, as you know, when we get up, usually I start cleaning or cooking or doing something out in the yard. Like today, I had to wash the bed over here, and I had to get rid of 50 million leaves. They're coming back.
Oh yeah.
But since we had that storm, oh my goodness, they were everywhere.
Yeah, the remnants of Zeta actually knocked a bunch of branches down around here. That was that debris next door. But yep, tonight is the first full moon since 1944.
Yeah.
On Halloween, October 2020.
Yeah. Don't forget to set the clocks back 1 hour.
Yeah.
Tonight, because I'm going to do that probably around 6 o'clock. You know, I'm going to start turning the clocks back.
Yeah, fall back, and then hopefully move forward Tuesday after the damn election.
Yeah, it's finally going to be over.
Oh my gosh. So, oh yeah, more decorations. We're not going to drag politics in the festive video. Ooh, you got a zombie cat.
Yeah.
And a scary cat. And a couple of scarecrows.
Yeah, they can stay up because they're just full.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go outside and see your lights. Oh, okay. Well, we'll go outside here in just a second then. There she is.
Oh, thanks, Herbs.
Come to water her plants that didn't get water from the storm.
Yeah, I don't usually put them because with the high winds that we had, I don't want them to get knocked over.
No. Well, we can't have that.
No. You know, but they can. But you know, they would have been knocked over and broken, and I'd have had a stroke.
No. Well, we can't have that.
So it still has all kinds of buds on it. Well, it's a hydrangea, so it'll stop budding in its own time.
Well, let's check out your decorations out here. Carport's still decorated with a couple of ghostesses and a monster with toofuses. I'm surprised these actually didn't get blown away. All the lights are still on. And there's the old leaf blower. Oh, you did a good job. This place was coated with leaves earlier from the storm.
And it's going to come back.
Yeah.
Look at all these trees around here. I try to do it once every 2 weeks, but I wanted to wait until after that storm passed through yesterday. You wouldn't have believed the wind.
Yeah.
You would not have believed it.
Yeah, if I thought about calling in sick because I would have made a video about Zeta moving through because that was pretty intense. We didn't get much rain, but we had a lot of wind from it. But amazingly, not much fell from the trees, just some twigs and leaves. That's about it.
When I was over here, a couple
Yeah.
doors down, it tore off almost a whole bottom part of a tree.
The whole section of tree fell. Yep.
And it fell on the electric cords.
Yeah, knocked the power out for an hour.
Three cords down, and they went and checked the transformer. The transformer seemed to be okay. But when that big old branch fell, it took out the three electric lines that were underneath, and they were in the street making all kind of sparkling, and they didn't know if it was going to rain on it. It was a mess.
Yeah.
So they sealed the street off at both ends and had a whole bunch of electric trucks. And they were over there. And they cleaned it up. They cut it up a little bit, make it easier for people to move.
Yeah, I mean, the carport withstood it just fine.
Yeah, it's cool,
I mean, I think there's a branch up there on top of the mega shed.
Yeah.
I'll have to get that off sometime, but
And the little part blew off.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And on the bag with the lights on, I still kept those bags on because it does keep the water. Because that's what I do with the Christmas lights. They have to be outside, and the battery box has to be outside. So I just put it in one of these and tape it shut. It'll last the whole season.
Ooh, you're smart and stuff.
See, it takes a long time to decorate the outside and the inside for Christmas subs. So I try to start early because it takes days and hours to get everything done the way I want it.
Wow.
I try to do the outside first because that's a little bit easier. But trying to find all that stuff, I try to keep everything together, but you know how that goes.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets misplaced and then found later.
Or as the years go by, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff that I put out is old. It was my mom's stuff, but it keeps working. So as long as it works, I'll put it out. But eventually, it'll conk out.
Oh, well. No, we can't have that.
Well, nothing you can do about that. Those things are over 10 years old. So,
Yep.
But they still work.
Yeah, a lot of the leaves that were on the roof, just nothing but pine needles now from probably that
Yeah,
pine
there's a
tree
whole
right
bunch of
there.
leaves up there.
Yeah, that pine tree came from, or the needles came from that tree over there. The way the winds were blowing, that blew all these pine needles over here. So,
Yeah, because it was blowing a bunch off the roof when I was trying to blow down here, and then the big gust of wind came and blew a whole bunch of them. I can just imagine what that looks like.
oh yeah, up top, yeah.
You can't do nothing about it until they blow off. So.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I went and cleaned it up. It only took me about an hour
Yeah.
to get everything because there was so many of them.
Let's go check out the cottage. Your decatations. Yeah, I burned a bunch of trash. That's usually my thing, burning the week's worth of trash and stuff. We got Scully. Him's going to be on. Well, him's been on. How long's he been on?
He's been on since yesterday.
Actually, this light popped out. That's supposed to be in here. There we go. There. I'm fixing
Because
Scully.
if these lights ever blow out, which eventually, of course, they will.
We got replacements.
Yeah, I got replacements. So I might want to replace them with like orange lights or something.
Mm-hmm.
But we just got that. It was only, what, $2?
Yeah, that was a good deal.
Yeah.
I think I found it.
I got new ones coming.
Oh, you got new ones?
Yeah, I showed you the angel and the snowflakes.
Oh yeah, you got buoys on. They're flying around on the ceiling.
Flying around subs.
Yep. You got your witch over here and scurry pumpkin. And then this, you said you've had this for what, 40 years?
Oh, that thing, subs, that was when I was in my
Shibuti days?
booty days, and I didn't have any money, and that was $2.50 at Giant Eagle. It was in a shopping cart. They had a bunch of them in there, and it was $2.50, and I wanted something for Halloween, and I had to go across the street, scrounge up $2.50, and come back and buy it. And
Wow.
I've had that since '81.
It's still working.
Yep, and it's still working.
And then there's the ghost we found over at the thrift store for what?
$2.
$2. Yep. And then there's the ghostesses flying around on the ceiling.
When did we get that Haven't Touched Cigarettes?
I think so.
I gotta look for the snowman. I think it's down under there.
Oh no, we got the lights from Ollie's.
Oh,
Listen,
that from Ollie's?
I think it came from Ollie's, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. It came from
And then you got your pumpkins lit up out here.
Yeah, the pumpkin lights.
Pumpkin lights, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got your other pumpkin with ears.
years.
Oh, did him?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
He don't want to be your Roman Miljack anymore.
Oh, now you want to be different.
Yeah. He wanted to be different.
Yeah, yeah, and you got your Halloween tree over here.
Yeah.
I'll turn the light on. You can see the lights. Oh yeah, and I like this spitter. That's
That
funny.
thing is old too. I got that from CVS.
Yeah, and the battery still works.
That's amazing. That
Yeah.
battery still works after all these years.
Wow. Well, you can turn the light on now. I just wanted to show the Halloween tree.
Yeah, I think that's maybe 20 years old now.
Oh, the Halloween tree, or the spider?
No, the spider.
Oh, the battery. You never changed the battery.
No, you can't change it.
Oh, really?
No, you can't change that battery.
Wow, that's amazing.
No,
It still
that
works.
tree, I just got that tree a few months ago.
Yeah, I was going to say. Okay.
But I got my little cutouts here and on the walls.
Yeah, you got your buoys and you got your cat on the door.
This subs, I remember this when I was in kindergarten. They used to have them in the hallway and on the door when you go into your classroom. They would be, all up, above the chalkboard and everything. They would have those. You don't remember them?
Not those, no.
These are old design.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a ghost over here hanging out on the pantry. Oh, yeah, and you got some other decorations. Yeah, the lights, the bar lights up here don't work anymore. I got to get the relays replaced or something. I don't know what happened, but
There's the light. You can turn on the sink.
it's under the sink. Yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, it doesn't really light these up too much, but a little bit. These are other old decorations, aren't they?
Yeah, these are old. Beastal.
Oh yeah, Beastal. Yeah,
Yeah, they're the best. They have the old vintage ones.
yeah. These are vintage.
I don't like the newfangled ones. I want the old ones. The
Yeah.
ones that, I remember when I was in kindergarten and first grade and stuff like that.
Ooh. Yeah, it's all festive over here.
It's festive stuff.
Well, we can go on over and you can tell your tale.
Yeah.
When we were over in Burger King that we couldn't tell because we had to go. So we'll go over there and get the camera set up and she can tell her
Oh, the Killjoy.
the Killjoy story, yeah. All right, we're back. Now Kate can tell her tale.
It's us.
Yeah. The story that she couldn't tell during the visit or the drive-through at Burger King.
Yeah.
So,
There's always Killjoy subs.
yeah.
Always Killjoys. And there are always some religious fanatics that do that. I have two stories to tell. Well, they're both pretty much the same theory. One time we were at the nursing home, and of course, where some of the people there, they're sad because they don't have anybody or people don't visit them that much or anything like that. So we used to have Halloween parties. Some of the people who were, bedbound or they were sick, they would just watch the horror movies or whatever. Not everybody's into that. And so we would just bring them, cake and, snacks, so if they were allowed to have it. We would bring them there, but we always included everybody. So there was this one old woman that came. I'm trying to think. Was she somebody's wife or mom, or I don't remember exactly. But she saw everybody, we had our ears on, stuff like that,
Costumes and stuff.
Well, we had our scrubs had like pumpkins, bats, black cats, little ghosts and skeletons, different stuff like that, for Halloween, for the party. And, to cheer people up, stuff like that. So we're taking people who wanted to go, to the lounge, to get ready for the party and everything. And we had all our little decorations, and stuff like that out. And I'm trying to think, we were waiting for something to come. I think it was the baked goods, because, we had like bat cookies, ghost cookies, stuff like that. I think we were waiting for that to come. And we were just doing our rounds and everything, getting everybody ready, and if they had ears or a mask or something, we help them put it on, we wheel them on down, to the lounge. So here comes this Killjoy down there. I don't know who the hell she was visiting. Oh, what's going on here? We're going to have a Halloween party. What? We're having a Halloween party. That's celebrating the devil.
This is before Karens were Karens.
Yeah, that's before Karens were Karens. So everybody's looking at each other like, oh Lord, here we go. That's celebrating the devil. No, actually, it's just a day to dress up and have a good time and have parties. That's all. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's the devil's holiday. I didn't know the devil had a holiday. Really? There's no such thing. Well, that's celebrating the devil. Actually, it's not. It's celebrating the harvest. Actually. But over the years, it's been revised, and now it's just a day to dress up and have a party and go home. Kids go have trick or treat and have fun, and going about their business. Well, that's all satanic, really, because there's churches that have Halloween parties. I guess that's satanic too. Well, where's the head nurse? I'm gonna put a stop to this. Where's the head nurse? Well, everybody's looking at each other like,
well, the devil police are
go
here.
on home, Hagatha. Jump on your broom and go on home. So she went on up there, and the nurse is like, well, we do this every year for, our patients, and, it's just a little day to have fun. They can have a little party, because a lot of these people don't get many visitors, and it cheers them up. Well, I don't know how Celebrate the Devil's going to cheer up anybody. You need Jesus. Well, he could come too. He'd have fun. He'd have fun here because nobody's doing anything wrong. That's blasphemy.
Wow.
Broomhilda, shut up. Everybody is looking at each other like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You need had her Bible. You need Jesus.
Wow. Probably should have hit you with it.
No, we was all just looking at it. This is the devil's work.
Wow.
Shut up. The devil's work.
Was she escorted off with her hateful
No, we
stuff?
just looking at her like everybody was just looking at her like she was crazy.
Oh my.
Like, you're the devil. Shut up.
That reminds me of Waterboy. That's the devil. Foosball's the devil.
Did his mother teach him that?
Oh yeah. Alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Yeah. It was real crazy. I mean, a lot of those people were like, what's the matter? Who is that? Is she new? No, she's not from here. No, I don't know where she was going. I mean, everybody's like, well, what? That's celebrating Satan. No, it isn't. Well, if that's what you want it to be, but that's not what we want it to be. I mean, everybody celebrates Halloween. I mean, even churches used to have Halloween. Remember that? Churches, you go into the basement or whatever, they have cake and cookies and punch, ginger ale, have little songs, Monster Mash and Thriller and all of that,
And then they pass around the collection plate.
Well, no, not at the Halloween party, and stuff like that. I mean, it would be fun. People they hate to see people having a good time. They just hate it. Why? I don't know.
They're angry people, so they got to make everybody else around them
Oh,
angry.
well.
Yeah, miserable Hagathas, as you call them.
Somebody always got to squeeze lemons.
Squeeze lemons.
Always. And there was this one acquaintance, we was trying to be friends with her. We was trying. It didn't work, so she was another one.
Another story?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was another one. I'm trying to think what the hell was her name.
Let's call her Hagatha.
Yeah, Hagatha. Yeah. So we was up there, doing our little rounds and everything. And, we was trying to be, be friendly and be nice, and everything. That's how we do with people when they're new. We make them feel welcome and everything. So there's people, no matter what you do, they're going to be miserable. I don't care what you do. I mean, they're just miserable, and they want everybody else to be miserable. And when you're not, somehow that upsets them some kind of way. Yeah, go back to your grave. The rest of us are going to have fun. So, like I said, usually it was the same. Put on our little ears or our little witch hats, and or a full size witch hat, with a little spider hanging. Just fun stuff. To help the residents. They look forward to that stuff. Because, like I said, a lot of them they don't get a lot of visitors. So we try to make them welcome, and everybody gather together. They had games and stuff like that. Easy stuff, for them to play. And so, and they look forward to that because they don't have anything else. Sad but true.
Mm.
So here she comes.
Mm.
Oh, you're celebrating Halloween. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll just do my rounds. Well, everybody's going to do their rounds, but we're just going to rotate, so everybody has a chance, to go to the party. Now, I won't be doing that. Why not? Well, don't you know? Know what? That's the devil's holiday. What?
Oh my.
You're celebrating the devil. Well, when you were a kid, were you celebrating the devil? No, but my parents, they didn't know any better back then. What?
No, they didn't know any better.
No, they didn't know any better back then.
Did they see the light?
I say, well, I said, well, I guess a lot of people don't. I guess I don't see the light either.
I see the light. It just turned on.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I said, well, it has nothing to do with the devil. I said, it has to do with having fun. Yes, it is, because that's devil worship. No, it isn't. I don't know how you can say that. I don't know how you can say that. It's just a day to have fun. It's just a day to go out, dress up, have a party, kids go out trick-or-treating, everybody goes home and watch horror movies. That's it. That's the extent of it. I mean, it goes on all around the world. Everybody celebrates Halloween or whatever in their own way. But mostly it's parties. Mostly. Or trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating and parties are both.
Yeah, now, in this day and age, I don't know if there's either.
Well, these kids have no idea how much fun it was back in the day.
Yeah.
It was fun. I mean, there were so many parties. I mean, if you had a rec center, they were having a party. If you had a church, they were having a party. Or there was a neighborhood party, and everybody was going trick-or-treat. It was fun back then. Now, of course, you can't do that now. But it used to be so much fun back then. Yeah, well, the kids are going to be out trick-or-treating. Not my kids.
Well,
You're not taking your kids trick-or-treating? No. Well, didn't your parents take you trick-or-treating? Yeah, but that's before I saw the light. And I found out what this holiday really means. It means having fun. We just told you what it means. Now, if you want to be ignorant, that's your problem.
yeah. damn ignorant.
I was ignorant, subs.
Oh my.
I'm still ignorant because you see all the decorations and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the devil's house.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You see my candles.
Yeah.
Like, what? So you're not taking everybody else tomorrow is going to be talking about how much fun they had going to whatever party, trick-or-treating both, going to the church, having parties, having fun, having hide and seek, or going to the pumpkin patch, haunted cornfield, stuff like that, fun stuff.
I think they had a maze. I think it's up in North Carolina somewhere.
Yeah, raising money for somebody that needs help.
Maze.
Yeah, for the church, or to buy presents, for homeless people or people in shelters or old people who can't get out, stuff like that. People pay a lot of money to go to these specialized haunted houses, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so you're not taking your kid? No, I already told you no. I don't know why you keep bringing it up. We ain't bringing it up. You was the one who brought it up.
Yeah, you're miserable, so you gotta make us miserable.
Yeah, well, I don't celebrate that, so no, you don't have to relieve me. Oh, okay. We're gonna have fun. Well, my parents, they didn't know any better. Well, I guess millions of other parents didn't know any better either.
Yeah. Wow. Isn't that a crying shame?
Like, what the hell is wrong with you? It's like, what the... I don't know where people get that from. I mean, you can believe whatever you want to believe, but don't try to, make other people feel bad about doing certain things just because you don't want to do it.
Yeah, cramming your beliefs down someone else's throat because
Yeah.
you don't like it.
Yeah, if you don't like it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fine. Because there was patients that, they didn't want to do it. You don't have to. The majority of them wanted to. They were looking forward to it, getting dressed up, and some of them, we would help them, get, put some clothes on and stuff like that. Put little hats on their head, It wasn't nothing extravagant, but it was something to make them happy, so. we did that, and I don't feel bad about it. You know, Halloween is fun. I mean, you can't take things too seriously. You know, yeah, a lot of bad things happened on Halloween in the past, but that's every day. Bad things happen on Christmas, Easter. You know, you can't really say, well, you can't celebrate Christmas because something bad might happen. Something bad's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, bad things happen on Halloween, and now there's a full moon. Bad things happen on full moon.
There's a full moon tonight.
Yeah, so there's a double whammy. Well, better lock up your kids.
Mm-hmm. Just stay with them. So back in the day, you know, we all went in groups. Nobody went off by themselves. Even back then, this was back in the 60s. You know, because even if, like, my friends, if like my one friend, her mom hardly ever left the house, you know, because she was overweight and everything. She just never liked to go out, you know. So she would call my mom, and they could go with us, you know, because there was a big group of us. There was 5 of us kids, and there was 3 of them. So, you know, they knew, you know, my mom was going to bring everybody back, and everybody was going to be okay.
Or she would beat you if you started acting up.
Oh, well, see, back then, you really, you know, it was more fun, you know, because nobody did anything, you know, on Halloween.
That one trick-or-treating where you said your brother Michael went and got an apple from that.
Oh, let me, I got, that's obligatory. I had to tell the story about my brother Michael. He was about, what was he?
Like 5, I think you said.
No, he was older than that. He was older than 5, because I think he was like 6 or 7, maybe 7, between 6 and 8. I'll say that. He's between like 6 and 8. And him and his friends wanted to go trick-or-treating, but you could only go if you had like your older brother or sister or your mom. So I volunteered. I think my older sister volunteered the year before, and I think she maybe had to work or something. I don't remember, but you know, I said I would take them. You know, so it was me, my brother Michael, Demetrius, and Philip, and there was Michi and Spud. That was their nickname, and my brother Mike. So I don't remember what they dressed up as. I'll have to ask him one day next time I talk to him. You know what? Because I had called him one time for him to tell Richard the story of what they did. Acting like a fool.
I think that's funny.
So we go trick or treating. You know, it's fine. You know, we're going up. That's when you used to get the good stuff.
Yeah.
When you used to get the big bars like this here of Hershey's and, you know, Snickers. That's when the bars used to be big. Like that. Now you get this shit. You don't know what it is.
You get little turds.
That's all. It wouldn't even make a good turd. So we're going on. You know, I'm standing there. You know, they're going up and down talking to their friends. You know, everybody's standing there talking and everything, going on different houses, telling each other which house to go to get such and such. You know, blah blah blah. So we're going on. You know, and I wasn't paying them no attention. You know, they're going up and down the steps and everything, and I'm watching them, watching everybody's kid, make sure nobody fell down the steps with the mask on. You know how it used to be. So we got out to the next block, to this house that was pushed back a little bit. And, you know, they had the light on. So we went on, you know, to that house. I'm standing there on the landing because there was a few, maybe 3 steps, a long landing, and then I think there was maybe 4 or 5 steps leading up to the porch. So they ring the doorbell. And I'm standing there on the landing. I'm looking between them and the cute little costumes that were going up and down the street. That's when 50 million kids trick-or-treated back then. This was in the early 70s. And the streets were packed with people. It was fun. It was so much fun. And the costumes on the little kids was so cute. You know, the little things, they were basically the little teeny kids, you know, dressed like fairies and, you know, stuff like that. So I heard the door open. I turned my head and looked. And it was a really, really old lady that opened the door. So they were like, trick or treat. And she brought out a bag of apples. And that's what old people gave you back then. They gave you oranges or apples back then. I don't know. I'm not even going to say they still do it now, because I don't really know too many places that have trick or treat now. It's nowhere near like it was back then. So they got the apple, and they came. I remember my brother came to the front of the porch, almost going down the step, and the old lady was still in the door because I was looking at her, and he said, he dug in his bag and pulled it out, and he said, apple? I don't want no apple. and threw it in the street. That woman was still in the door. And of course his friends gonna follow suit, right? We don't want no apple. Now I'm looking at this. And I'm looking at the old lady in the door. I was never so embarrassed in my life, Subs. And then he said, come on, let's go to the next house. And he had to walk past me. Subs, when he walked past, I don't know what made him think that was okay to do, because we weren't raised like that. If my mother had taken them, they never would have done anything like that.
They'd probably never gone back to the treatment.
They would have never done that, ever. Because they knew, because we knew better. So, he's walking past me. I snatched his ass up and was flinging him all over the place. His arms and legs was going all like this. I was doing all like this here. I was like, how dare you embarrass me? How dare you? Get back up there and apologize. I don't want an apple. I said, I don't care if you want it or not. Everybody's not rich. Everybody doesn't have money. Maybe that's all she can afford. Did you ever think of that? That's why I was flinging him around. And of course he's like, his arms and legs was going all over the place, son. I was flinging the shit out of him.
I'm just picturing this, and then that just popped in my head. I'm like, oh, you got to tell that story again. That's
man, I shoved his ass back up them steps. I said, you better get up there and you better apologize. And I told his two friends, I said, get up there and apologize. Because they didn't want me to tell their mother, because they would have all died. Because back then, you didn't disrespect your elders. Oh, hell no. No, you did not. Or you got marched right back down to their house to apologize while you was getting slapped all up in the head. That's what used to happen back in the day. So he goes up, and the lady's standing there. She's still standing there. And she's like, oh, honey, oh, honey. No, that's okay. I said, oh, no, it's not. I said, that's not how he was raised. I said, he should be grateful for whatever he gave, because you didn't have to give him anything. I said, oh, no, I said, I'm going to tell my mother when we get back. She's like, oh, no. I said, no, that's okay. I said, no, it's not. I said, no, it's not. I said, he knows better than that. I'm sorry. She's like, oh, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. He kept turning the back, looking at me. Yeah, I'm sorry. So they come down. I told her, I said, you accept his apology? She's like, oh, yeah. I said, okay. I said, come on, let's go. Of course, his friends are arms length away from me. They're like going around me. But he was stupid. Of course, he couldn't see because his eyes. He's wiping his eyes. So he come down and he went past me. He didn't even get past me. So I snatched him from the back of it. I don't remember what costume it was.
Probably costume got ripped off.
I don't know. But I snatched him up. So I was fleeing him all in the hedges. I just all in the hedges. I was like, how dare you do something like that? I said, you wait till we get home. I said, wait till we get home. I said, I'm going to tell Mom what you did. He sounded like an idiot ghost.
Idiot ghost.
Yeah, he sounded like an idiot ghost.
Oh, wow.
So you know how kids do, how they pet each other? Oh, man. He's like, that's okay, Mike. I said, no, it's not okay. No, it's not. And I said, you don't act like that. I said, everybody don't have money. I said, what make you think that old lady has money for you? You got a lot of nerve. I said, don't you ever do that again. I said, now get up them steps and act like you got some sense. I said, I better not hear nothing else come out your mouth until we get home. I said, I better not hear nothing. I don't care what they give you. If they give you a rock, you better take it and smile. I said, I don't care. I said, no, you don't act like that, especially with me. I said, you may be glad Mom wasn't here. I said, but you wouldn't have did that, and you wouldn't have had the guts to do it if Ma had been here. Shut up, you ain't Ma. that was my brothers always said that. Whenever they got in trouble, or I had to throw them around or something, I had to knock them upside the head. You ain't Ma. That's why you tried to get away with it, because I ain't Ma. But yeah, I mean, we went on, didn't have no more trouble out of him. We're coming home. Of course, they're walking up ahead of me, but they were still in my sight. You know, they didn't like run off or nothing like that. You know, we went all across, across both streets, went down one and went up the other. Then, of course, they're still hanging together, huddling. You know, petting each other.
Probably scared.
Yeah, they were scared. I was going to tell their mom, because like I said, back then, your parents didn't play with you. They didn't play with you at all. You got your ass beat out in the street. They didn't care.
Wow.
We didn't have all of this stuff you have now. You didn't have that. Nope. An adult called your parents or talked to your parents, you got stomped. Right out there in the street. Yep. And when they got you home, you got beat again. They didn't play with you. But that's why a lot of us turned out the way we did. You know, because mostly everybody, when we was in school, we didn't know anybody in jail. Nobody we knew went to jail. Because your parents raised you back then. Of course, you know, there were parents who didn't. You know, whose kids were just, you know, you just knew they were going to end up in prison or dead. You know, it's in every generation. I don't know why, but it is. So anyway, we're on our way home. They're up ahead of me. You know, because of course he's going to run home and tell Mom what I did. Not what he did, but what I did. So, like I said, I'm taking my time. You know, I'm behind them. I can see what they're doing. They wasn't running across the street or nothing. So the other two, you know, told him, "We'll see you tomorrow, Mike." You know, I'm looking at him like, So he goes and he runs up the steps. You know, and I'm just taking my time, you know, going up, because I know he's running, lying to my mom, you know, playing victim. And he was the youngest. You know, when my brother Mike was little, he was really small when he was little. Now he's what, 6'5", you know, 200 something pounds.
Yeah, he might sling you around.
Yeah, he said he's gonna throw me in the edges. So when I was telling, one time I was telling him that when he was up at the house, I think my mom was still alive. I don't remember. And I was telling him, he said, "Yeah, try that now. I'll throw your ass in the edges." I was like, "Well, you shouldn't have did that." Well, anyway, so I could hear at the bottom of the step. I'm coming up the stairs. I could hear, and you couldn't hear what he was saying because he was crying. And when I got up to the porch, I opened up the door, and my mom she couldn't understand what he was saying because he was crying and trying to explain to her, and he had his face, you know how kids do, and he had his face in her stomach, you know, hugging her and everything, you know, and she's like, "What in the world? What happened?" You know, and I told her. I said, "Your son went to this old lady's house down the street, and she gave him apples." And she said, "Well, what's wrong with that?" I said, when he saw what she put in the apple in the bag, he came to the edge of her porch, took the apple out the bag, and said he don't want no apple, and threw it across the street. My mother, you know, she pulled him away from her, and you know that look they used to give me. You know, she said, "What did you do?" "I don't want no apple. I want candy." "I want candy. I don't want no apple. Who gives apples? I don't." Mom was like, "Oh no." She said, "Stand up here." She said, "Stand up. Stop that crying. Remember that? Dry your face. Dry her. What did you do?" And he told her. She said, "Oh no, you don't do that." She said, "You know what?" She said, "You should have stopped it right there." She said, "And turned his ass around and brought him home, and I would have dealt with him." And I was like, "No, I dealt with him." She said, "Now you know you're not allowed to be hitting on it," and we weren't. We really weren't allowed to hit each other, even though we did fight. Because you know, brothers and sisters fight. You know, but I told her, I didn't fight him. I said, I just grabbed him by the back of his little costume. I said, I was flinging him around. She's like, "What you should have did was just turn his ass around and bring him home. That should have been it right there. Halloween's over."
man.
And I was like, no, I said, I said, I didn't have no more trouble out of him. And I mean, because my mother couldn't believe it, you know. And she looked at him and she said, where would you even get that from? That you could act like that? Who told you? Who did you see do that? And of course, he's standing there like, you know how kids do. And when she said, you better dry your face up, he's like, she's like, you don't do that. She said, don't you ever let me hear you did something like that again. She said, you'll never go trick-or-treating again. She said, don't you ever do something like that.
Or the few times that she didn't beat you, she was actually on your side.
But she, you know, we weren't, like I said, we weren't allowed to hit each other, even though we did.
Yeah.
You know, we did. But they tell you, we were not allowed to fight each other, you know, but like I said, we did. You know, everybody does. You know, brothers and sisters, there's going to be, you know, some kind of problem going on. But he was small, and he was the baby, and my mom didn't let us hit on him. But him and my other brother, they fight all the time, but that was okay, you know, whatever. But no, but I never had any more trouble out of him. That was the only time he ever did anything like that. I don't know what made him do that, but
His friends were around, probably.
oh yeah, yeah. But they knew better. They knew better. They watched him do it. Then of course they had to do it. You know.
Follow the leader.
Yeah, but if my mom had got on the phone and called their mom, oh my God,
There have been some
there'd have been
sacrifices going
blood in
on.
the streets. Yeah, you didn't do that back then. You didn't do stuff like that.
Wow. Well, there you go. Some Halloween decorations and story time with Kate
Yeah,
for Halloween.
yeah.
So,
It wasn't nothing scary. Just people acting crazy.
yeah.
You know. I need Jesus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I need a stake through the heart. That's what I
Yeah,
need.
get a steak. Yep, get that steak to kill the vampire. So,
You
yeah,
need Jesus.
yeah. So, hope you enjoyed it, and until the next thrilling vidya.
Happy Halloween, sis.
Yep. Adios.